Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I'd like to say, call Halalim.
Yahweh, Bashuk, Yahweh Shai, Bashuk, Makrabadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us the truth. All right. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, God that spread the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. And sincerely and truth present their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right. In this labor of love, as the scripture says, shalom to the very few sisters that's still listening up as well. It's the GMS Chicago camp. And hey, basically, we just gonna get into it.
Hey, Shalom, Akim. All you people out there, we live, right?
Time.
Just go to show you, man, that look, somebody get second after 6, like 27, 28. Because, and somebody get the man of sin has been revealed. Because Esau has a problem with the truth coming out. And the main reason being is that the truth does not benefit him at all. All right? Because you got to understand, we're talking about a race of people whose entire existence is all built and based upon fabrications and frauds, lies. All right? And then they know they're lying, and they know that you know they're lying, and yet they're still proud. You know, it's like a dude walking around with a championship belt that ain't had no fights. You know, he walking around with the belt.
The champ is here.
He ain't fought nobody, man. All right, right. He didn't pick the belt up because the champ walked away from it, threw it on, and started posing with it, man. That's Esau, man.
Hey, so
Right.
like, hey, Elder Malcolm, man, on Dragon Ball Z, hey, it's a character like that. His name Hercule.
Yeah.
But his alter ego is Mr. Satan. And he a white man.
Wow.
He a white man, but that's what he did.
Hell
After all the warriors win the real battles, he the only one. He ain't got no special powers or nothing. But out of all the warriors, go to different planets and galaxies and shit, fighting aliens and all this bullshit, winning real battles. He come up with the belt. He get the shit on TV. They teach about him in the school. Remember the one where they teach about him in the school. They reading the books about him winning all these great
And he ain't
things.
done a
That's
damn
Esau.
thing. Wow.
And his alter ego
Man,
is
that's
Mr.
crazy,
Satan.
man.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's Hercule.
They not hiding anything from you, man.
Never.
They not hiding. So anyway, I did a video, and especially everybody in the Southern Kingdom, everybody knows who Ricky Smiley is.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now I did a video, you know, because Ricky Smiley did a video.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he might be dead soon though. He ain't looking too good.
Somebody come to school.
But nevertheless, man, everybody knows who Ricky Smiley is. You know, he's a comedian. You know, he's on Mega Sci-Fi. He's on TV. Got the talk show, and
Radio show.
he's basically the radio show, the radio talk show, and basically he's got a video talking about what's the video? Something to saying something that needs to be said. And what I'm saying is that Ricky Smiley don't need to say shit. Tell jokes, bro. Stay in your lane. Be a comedian, man. Lead the prophesying to the men of the Lord.
That's right.
You are not a man of the Lord. The Lord is not with you like that. All right? And nevertheless, the whole video is his face. So I played a few inserts of what he was saying, which was completely off. You already know it was completely off. And but what does YouTube do? Because they know that they know that Jake gonna go watch this thing. YouTube took and put their own thumbnail and over his face. So when the video pull up, it's saying it's something called "Get the Facts" with a red band-aid. And ain't no red band-aid and no "Get the Facts" nowhere in this video. It's just him sitting down having a heart-to-heart. Now he was sincere. I mean, he wasn't like talking shit. He was actually being really, really sincere about, you know, how he don't feel safe when anytime he's around, you know, 15 to 20 people that look like him, that he don't know them. Because of the way Jake be, you know, always pulling out guns and shooting each other up. All right? You know, and which is all a setup. All right? Especially this generation behind me, man. Yeah. That's all them guys. They even rap about it in their song. For the most part, they tell you in their songs that they bitches and that they ain't gonna try to fight you, they gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
They rap, they tell you. All right, they tell you, I ain't got no hands, but I got this thing though. And then they proud about it. But that's neither here nor there. The thing being is that Esau did that because he knew that if people saw Ricky Smiley's face, it was clickbait. That people would click on it. And so they purposely took his face off that video. So as soon as you hit the video, his face pops up. But when it's in the thumbnail, you know how you're looking at the thumbnails, and sometimes people are visual.
That's
all right.
Clickbait. They use the thumbnails they create
It's clickbait
to get your attention.
So they know that Jake was gonna click on Ricky Smiley's face when they saw what the name of the video, and like Ricky Smiley, when they would have clicked on it. So they took his face off. But you're not stopping this truth, man. So, somebody read that second Ezra, Bob Kashad.
It's second Ezra 6 and you said 26?
27, 28.
It says second Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish.
See, that's just it. Did you see this being quenched? The lies. Because, you know, all they talking about is black, black, black. I'm watching a brother walk by, got on a black shirt and black pants, and I still ain't seen nobody skin that color yet. So when you got a whole race of brown people calling themselves black, all right, and after we done broke down 1,000 times what black means, and that and how that they put that label on you, you didn't call yourself that when you came here, or when you got brought here against your will. All right, and a few of you who were already here, who came on your own, you didn't refer to yourselves as black. I get tired of it irks me to hear how people still refer to themselves as that name. All right, as the truth be said, nigga, if you understand what the word really means, it's better than being called black.
That's right.
But they'll want to fight you for nigga and be proud of being black. Yo, dumb ass. Read it, brother. Finish it.
It said, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
And that's just it. The truth, which has been so long without fruit, is being declared now, and they cannot handle the truth. Just like the man said in the movie, you can't handle the truth. All right?
You good man.
Yeah, Con. It was, wasn't that the...
Anthony House?
No.
The nigga who played the Joker.
Nicholas. Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
Jack Nicholson. Con.
You can't handle the truth.
Right. And guess what? Americans can't handle the truth, man. They can't.
They've been lied to so much.
They've been lied to so much. All right? The truth hurts so bad. It really does. What was that other scripture I called?
You said 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Right, and that falling away was us forgetting who we are. And them labeling us. Look, when you watch, one of my favorite scenes in recent history is that scene that Orlando Jones did in American Gods, man. I got a damn strike on my channel for putting it up, because in that video clip he played that role so bad, and so bad meaning good, so good that they actually fired him off the show. All right, he got fired. Look,
the nigga from Mad TV.
No. Yeah, maybe he was on, man. I don't know.
With the afro, big nose.
Orlando Jones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the 7-Up guy.
Right, Orlando. Yeah, he right. He was the professor. Right. Yeah. Basically, he was talking to the slaves on a slave ship. He was a spider, and he transforms into a so-called Negro, and he was telling them what was going to. Basically, it was like he was reading Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter to them. He was telling them what was about to befall them. Wow. All right, when they got to the shores of this place. All right, and he got them riled up, and he said, "Oh, by the way, y'all black." And they looking at him. And he said, "Well, that's what." He said, when these Dutch motherfuckers decided to call y'all black, see, they decided to call you black. All right? And he said, and that's one of the nicer names. All right, but he said, but y'all black now. All right?
I knew that was the same nigga.
I didn't know he was on
No,
that.
Salaki.
But nevertheless, he played that role so it was so crucial, but he got them riled up. And he said, if you knew what was going to happen to you, he said, take comfort though, is that all that tobacco that you about to be cultivating is gonna kill most of a lot of the ancestors of these devils, of these crackers that's doing this to you. It's gonna kill their descendants. All right, because you know tobacco was a big that was the first big industry here in America before cotton. Cotton came afterwards. It was tobacco and sugar cane, and then rum. That was basically what they would, the whole transatlantic slave trade, man. All right, that's what they were doing, man. But tobacco was the first thing, man. And tobacco is killing people still to this day, man. All right, especially to modern day because of all the extra shit that they add to it, man.
I got 400 pens now that are worse.
Hell
right?
yeah. The hookah shit.
Which is amazing to me why you would even, and this is knowledge that going back 30, 40, 50 years ago, people didn't know it. Matter of fact, the doctors would smoke in a damn office while you at your visit.
Right.
But now it's common knowledge, man. So it's like, well, why would your ass even pick one of them things up, knowing this shit? You see what it do to the lab animals, man. But nevertheless, he told them that their descendants was gonna die, that that was their only comfort. But he told them, but if and he convinced them. He said, what you need to do is you need to go up there and kill everybody on this motherfucker and burn it down. And the one slave said, if we burn it, won't we die too? And he said, dying would be better than what you're about to go through. All right? That's what he said. He said, dying would be better than what you're about to go through. And the next thing you know, next scene, they didn't burnt down the damn ship. The ship that sank, and you see the wreckage of the ship coming onto the land, and he back in his spider form, floating on one of the piece of woods and crawling off. All right, but the scene was perfect, man. All right, and the thing is that it was so truthful. Damn, they got that nigga Sparrow again.
Yep.
Black Sparrow. Yeah, that nigga Black Sparrow. He ain't got a skateboard today.
That nigga Jackson Sparrow.
Got a little boat. It's wooded.
Oh, we've been wearing that shit every day. My last name was Lawrence. I'm Captain Lawrence.
So we got Captain Lawrence and that nigga Jackson Sparrow.
I can believe that shit.
What you got, brother?
I'm gonna finish it. This 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. It said, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that men of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
That son of perdition, man. And that son of perdition is Esau Edom. All right? That meaning he is fit for destruction. And there's no way around it, man. And basically, Esau done ran out of road. He done ran out of road, man. It's a great big ass D-end at the end of the road. He can see it now. Because he been balling out. And damn Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Damn, $60,000 refurbished hot rods from the 1960s. Yeah. He just been balling out, man. Just unending road, And now he done got to the end of the road, man. And there's nothing left for him.
It's Isaiah 25, verse 7. It says, and he would destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that spread it over all nations.
Man, and he spread a veil over all nations. He created all these categories, and he doesn't like it when you step out of the category that he pronounces, that he puts you in, man.
That's right.
All right. Everything that's good, go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say, because if you step out of the category, you got these dudes calling themselves black Israelites. If you step into the Israelite category, like the elder said, you step out of the category of being black.
That's right.
The Israelite has nothing to do with being black.
Nothing at all, man.
That's all I want to do.
Is the truth. And truth be said, ain't no such thing as black people. That's a made-up social construct that they made up. They made that shit up, man. All right. And they put it upon people, man. All right? They did that. Just like they made up white.
That's right.
All right, I'm looking at 3 white vehicles and ain't nobody's skin color that color. Not one. And then that goes the so-called white woman. She don't look like them cars, man.
She got the theme music playing with the
Right.
run,
By
that
the time she
corny
get
ass
done running,
run.
she gonna be able to shoot colors, right? That's crazy.
Exactly. Exactly.
I had a quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
Just backing you up when you had made that comment about the end sign, and here it is, Esau been balling. You know, and the elder said it's a DN sign, and they see it. Hey, this is Lamentations 4 in verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. What of these people you see today, like the elder was talking about that guy Orlando Jones. All right, speaking about the descendants that's going to be, you know, basically destroyed because of that tobacco and other things. But rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be naked, and thou shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Right, so our captivity is ending, man. Right, he's pulling back our captivity. All right? The fact that we can stand out here and do this
Yes, right.
in the midst of a lockdown and a so-called pandemic is evidence of it, man.
Population control.
That's you right, brother.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. A part
As
is.
soon as your bar changed, my lady got like in 16.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's just going back into what the elder was saying, man. He discovering their sins, man. You know, that's why they put the thumbnail over the Ricky Smiley. Or they got that thing deemed as hate speech. But like the elder Yashawama down in Dallas always say, why ain't fucking gangster rap hate speech? It's all about adultery. It's all about murder. It's all about selling dope and being a fucking coward. That's hate speech.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the lyrics that they say, what they say about their own brother, about their own people,
Yeah, but you know the truth is hateful to them because it's killing them. The truth is killing them. That's what's hate to them.
Let the elder speak.
I can't say that. Yeah, I apologize. You be bound up so you be bound up together so much. You're gonna explode as a ticket time bomb. It's gonna explode eventually.
you right, brother.
So your emotion, your shit come out. You know what I'm saying? It come out.
Are you talking about in a rap song?
I'm talking about in everyday life and rap. Them guys, I know some of them guys. I actually know some of them guys.
I know a lot of wicked niggas. It don't matter. Go
I
ahead.
see them all the time.
Yeah, ain't
Go
no
ahead.
excuse, ain't no excuse for. They want to get paid, all right. And you got to understand who runs and rules and controls that industry that they're in, all right. And so the rappers that like one of the best rappers that came out of Chicago was Common, but Common don't rap. He was called Common Sense, but that shit went away quick, right? And a matter of fact, you know that whole positive rap that died. They weren't trying to hear that, man. They weren't trying to hear no positive rap. All right, they weren't trying to hear no positive rap, man. All right, they wanted. Look, what was that song, the KRS One you once learned? When he was rapping about some to the extent he said that Isaac was from a place near North Africa.
Oh yeah.
And right, and if when you tell them they were black, they can't laugh at you. You know those type of lyrics. And they was like, oh hell no. Them all them Jewish record label owners and them Edomites that own all them record labels, they didn't want to hear that type of rap, man. They was like, no, you need to. They want to be like the dude at CB4. Do you hold your genitalia? Do you refer to women? Do you refer to women as bitches and use, and use profanity every chance you get? You're damn straight. Sign on the line.
Most Def brought that out about Leo Cohen.
That's what they wanted, man. They didn't want. So, hey, man, I done seen guys look, just to prove that you can make it without using profanity and all that. Not that profanity is really something so bad, but look at Will Smith. All right, Will Smith never cursed on a record, man, and yet he sold millions of records, man. All right, he sold them. He sold me, and actually he's a better actor than he was a rapper. Truth was, he really couldn't rap that well, to me, but nevertheless, Will was very smart. He was very talented, man, because all he did was rap over old #1 hit beats. That's what it was. Will didn't mess with a beat if it wasn't a former #1 hit, which was smart. All right, all his records were 2 or 3 looped together old #1 hits. All right, that's what he did. Well, he was paying homage too, but he was trying to get paid more than anything. All right, because what he did, Sister Sledge, and he did in that Miami song.
Yep.
He used it was
The Whispers beat.
the beat goes on, and Sister Sledge, and also what's that song?
Summertime.
One night in Bangkok.
Yeah, summertime.
It was an old track called what?
A real hood song.
It really is.
That's what I'm talking about before Will Smith even remade that song. That was
Well, I'd never heard it before, but nevertheless, he made it.
it was an old school.
Summer Madness.
Summer Madness.
Cool in the Gang.
Cool again.
That's the same beat. He redid that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That's
Con,
the
con.
same beat.
It's just sped up.
Yeah.
You know, but the origin of it is it's just like when you go into the scriptures and you read the book of Maccabees, it was a man of the Lord named Eleazar, and he was the high priest. And basically what Esau did, the so-called white man, they told him to eat some pork in front of the people. Then he said, you know what, I ain't eat no pork. Then they said eat something lawful.
he probably brought him some chicken, anything.
And he said I still wouldn't do it. But that's the same thing that the white man does in the rap industry today. They give him a gimmick. What Future saying that song March Madness? Dress it up and make it real for me. Whatever the fuck that means. So they pay niggas to glorify stupidity, to rap about dope, guns, and all this counterproductive.
And killing and shooting your own, hurting your own people, which these people get high and doped up and drunk,
Oh, yeah.
and then they go out and live that shit. That's all they listening to. The things that you listen to and consume has an effect on you whether you realize it or not.
I've been
So
saying
if
this
all
all
you
week.
so all you listening to is Pistol Packing Pete, popping everybody. That's how he. That's every quarrel he get into. And
Yes.
a soldier in who
Yes.
against who though? Your own people? They right? No, man. If you're a soldier, you don't. How you gonna soldier on your own people? You soldier against the enemy, man. So that's what I'm saying. It ain't having. You trying to make it positive somehow. It ain't nothing positive about it, brother, because it ain't working. Our people ain't going. Look, when Esau go out and he does mass shootings, which he does all the time. Usually in most cases, not all, but in most cases or a lot of cases, especially recently, he goes out and shoot people that don't look like him. Our people shoot up their own people. So what the fuck? What war they getting ready for? The one against the dude across the street who just happened to wear a different color than you? No, man, ain't nothing positive about that shit, man. That shit can't be defended, bro. It can't be defended. That shit is off, and it's destroying us. And that's the point that well, I'm just saying, man. Well, nevertheless, man, that shit is wicked, and it's destroying us, and our people eat it up. That's the point I'm trying to make. The water, brother, is counterproductive. You got something, brother?
Isaiah 5:20 is backing it up. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Good
Put darkness for light and light for darkness. For that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So keep lying, telling us, hey, that this is good, but it's foul. It's destroying our people, and we keep falling prey to this foolishness.
They got our women out here being wild as hell, being whores, jumping from dude to dude. All right, every other song, if it ain't about shooting your brother, it's about getting with your brother's wife, and that's off.
That's adultery.
That's right. I got your girl. Your girl slobbing me off. Whatever the hell it is, man.
What about two women having sex with each other? That's cool. Jake is at the epitome. When Jake can do that or have two women have sex, he's at the epitome of his niggerdom, man. That's called black culture. That's why I said earlier, everything about being an Israelite is denouncing black culture, man. Fuck black culture, man. Black culture is destroying you niggas, man.
Black culture, man, you got two women committing some sick ass acts.
Sodomy.
All right, and you all up in the middle of it condemning it. Men like what's his name? Two Chainz or T-Pain or whatever his ass is. That non-rapping nigga that's always auto tune.
T-Pain.
Yeah, that nigga. T-Pain. All right. Auto tune the nigga, and then when you call him on it, he want to be tough.
Well, he can sing for real though. He's good at singing.
He just had to
He
give
just auto tune like a motherfucker.
He stole Roger Troutman gimmick.
Well, there's a
man.
lot of guys that's talented and don't really use their talent.
Because they not exactly because they not getting paid for talent.
It was like the Milli Vanilli characters. You know, the dudes actually had good voices, but the Edomite management wanted to use this other dude voice. So they wanted, and they always wanted to use their own voices, but they wanted to sell this other guy's voice.
Them niggas got caught
So
lip
when they
syncing.
got caught doing the shit, then they tried to actually come out with an album and say, look, no, we really can't sing. Let me show you. By that time, their name was Dirt. And then they got shunned, and one of them couldn't handle it and killed his damn self, man.
God damn, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, one of them, because
Damn.
they caught so much hell behind it, you know, and that was just when the internet was getting big. So social media was in its early stages, man. The dude caught so much hell, he ended up taking himself out, man.
There wasn't as many fucking violations and shit how they are now. You say fuck, your channel gets taken down. You know?
Oh yeah, man. I be
Now
ready
you
for it,
fucking,
man.
look, they got cyberbullying now and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that dude ended up
Cyber
committing
hotline
suicide.
and shit. Bullying.
And it was sad because the dude was actually talented.
Yeah.
They could actually sing and dance, but management decided, well, basically they incited them to commit fraud when they didn't want to. All right, look, and but that's what happens when you deal with Esau Edom. You can't make a deal with these people, man. You cannot. Somebody get Isaiah 10:1. They got these unrighteous decrees and this contractual law that will fuck you over. Milli Vanilli got fucked over. They had real talent, weren't able to use it, and then when they got caught committing fraud, they took the brunt of it. Not the management, not the record label, not the people who forced them to do this when they didn't want to do that. Same thing with with what's that other group? The female group, the one of them died, Left Eye. TLC. TLC was talented as fuck, man. Look, they sold more records than Diana Ross and the Supremes, man.
Damn.
The most popular female group in music history, man. More popular than Destiny's Child. All right? They sold more records than man, look, and was practically broke. Why? Because they and then they'll blame it on what's her name, Pebbles. Pebbles got their ass. Pebbles was in league with Esau Edom. Don't put all that shit on Pebbles.
Right.
All right? Now she was a dirty ass bitch to do that to her own sisters, man. And matter of fact, their biggest hit was a song where they were dragging the so-called Negro man.
Oh yeah. They said they didn't want to make that
and
song.
and then they admitted that they didn't even want to do that song.
That's Esau,
Management, because that song was basically degrading the so-called black man.
Oh, Scrubs.
It was yeah. All right, because I saw I finally heard one of the brothers played the response to it. The response, the response was worse than Scrubs. But nevertheless, but nevertheless, the girl didn't. The girls didn't even want to do that song, man. All right, but who pushed them to do that? Because everything in the society is set up to make men that look like us look bad, no matter what, man. No matter what. It's just like there's been a couple different mass shootings with Edomites very recently. All right, and then what came, and then they can't wait for a distraction story. All right,
Kelly.
and so they'll pull him out of jail,
Pull his ass out.
so they can put him right.
They got him on deck just in case.
Got him on right.
Trump
They-
card.
Throw a
But now-
Netflix is part 10. And all them niggas was gonna watch it too.
Con, and now you got this little Northern Kingdom brother, this little Issacharite dude over in Little Village, 13 years old, right, very young man. And all his family and friends is like, man, he wasn't even on that shit. And I believe him. All right, you know how sometimes little niggas be out here doing dirt, and then they get caught. But this kid, all his family and friends is like, man, this kid, they punched the ticket on the wrong kid, man. This kid wasn't about that at all. And what makes me believe it is the fact that they don't want to show the footage.
Damn.
They don't want to show the police footage because what they saying is that this kid, all right, this little goofy video game, comic book trading kid, pulled a gun out, started popping at the police. All right? I seriously doubt that that's what's happened, man. And the fact that that footage, if that footage comes out, man, you're gonna probably see the Northern Kingdom out here riding the same
Latin
way.
Kings already, Latin Kings basically said they already on that with the police.
Well, there it is.
They said they already on that. They said let this motherfucker not get charged. They finna be on that, man. With
Well,
Chicago PD.
Well, there it is, man. And guess what? If the Kings do it, other cliques might join out to them, man. Because Jake getting tired, man. They getting fucking tired, man.
Yeah, all you need is that. He said on Boondocks, all you really need is that right nigga moment, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga moment. It's serious though. It causes a chain reaction,
Yeah.
man. A nigga just need one nigga with a little bit of courage.
Yeah, you get right. They gonna mess around and I've said it, man. They gonna mess around and kill the wrong nigga or the wrong speaker, and it's gonna kick that shit off, man.
Like that scene on Amistad.
You know, times.
Nah, I ain't speaking to
It's gonna kick it up. What you got, brother?
The Isaiah you quoted. This Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It say, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right, so they oppress and suppress us with contractual law, whether it be upfront to do business, or it's to just to steal your money, or whether it's to railroad you off to their prison houses to make money off you that way, man.
Right, not only that, but it's everything. Even on your cell phone, you download an app. That's why you gotta agree to it before you can even use it. And there's all that fine print, and that fine print is them. Basically, you giving them permission to go through your phone.
Yep,
and,
contractual
and
shit.
download all your pictures, all your videos, access to your camera. You're giving them all that, so it's like, oh, well, you agree to it, and now they could use a whole bunch of shit against you. You know, he's the devil. He likes getting what's that called? They like to have blackmail you. They like to have dirt on you. So worst come to worst, they could
They could all of a
blackmail
sudden,
you.
right? That picture, that little video clip you got when you was popping your woman, all of a sudden that shit appear.
Off the cloud.
It's like, what the fuck? Right? This ain't no man of the Lord. Look at him.
Look what he doing.
You know?
He doing what everybody else doing.
They can tell your goddamn, if you have a camera on and shit, they can cut that shit on if they want to.
Huh?
They
Yeah.
see your own camera on
Yeah.
and shit.
Shit
They
on
can,
the live
brother.
on the live shows when y'all do it, they take the audio off. Sometimes they'll take the video off.
Sometimes you see it flat.
It's just like those
Yeah,
smart
they be
TVs,
fucking
man.
with it.
You know, on the smart TV, man. I don't want no damn smart TV. You know,
Sorry,
Your
on your ass.
Man, I-
Wagging
and shit, and your camera face,
wagging in the living room.
That's why certain people, they be putting like tape on their camera and shit.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg do that.
On their TV and their
Mark
laptop and
Zuckerberg,
shit.
he puts tape on all his smart technology. He put tape on his shit, man.
yeah. Matter of fact, it's funny because my woman told me at the office on their computers, all the firemen, policemen, all of them got tape over their, you know, at the headquarters. They all got tape over the cameras, man. So that's common knowledge now.
When I was in high school, I used to chill with this little Chinese dude. I think he Jake, because he used to wear Jordans and all types of shit. Bro, he could hack into your shit. This is old technology, like 98 Packard computer type shit. He could open your disk drive, access your camera, turn your computer off, and we could like literally watch the person's reaction, like hacking.
And
into
it was
motherfucking
funny to
shit.
him.
Like he's like, yeah, you know, like, and it's just on some shit you could learn off the computer. Like anybody could do the shit.
Right. Now he working for the CIA.
You know what I'm saying? Now his ass in jail.
Yeah, he was
They
big.
got his ass.
They got him.
Yeah, he Jake. Right, because he was really Monk Fong, he would be good. Right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 16:27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire, man. So ungodly, he digs up evil, man. He blackmails you, uses shit against you. Just like the industry, man. Them niggas fly out to Dubai, them bitches fly out to Dubai, they doing weird, unseemly shit. It's caught on camera. They gotta sign non-disclosure agreements, man. All right, because if they come to the light with the shit that them Ishmaelites and the Edomites doing, man, that's their ass. They can get sued, man.
Y'all saying Jay-Z?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, she said it in her song.
You can't even play.
Yeah.
After Bacardi that shit that time?
Right. She said it in her song. She said, Beyonce said, you want to kick it with us, you got to sign a non-disclosure agreement, man. That's real, man. They some real
Step under,
sick,
brother.
weird
It ain't-
motherfuckers, man.
No, I didn't miss it. No, you all right. You all right? Yeah, you good.
Nah, you
Hey
good,
man,
bro.
Spend the night with that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga, man.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother.
There's Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Come on, brother. Yeah.
They always on the prowl. They that's all they think about. That crafty councilman, they just thinking about taking Jake down every single day. That's all they think about, man.
Right, that's why in that Revelations it says that he's the accuser of our brethren. He accuses us before the Heavenly Father day and night. He's trying to see God. Look what they doing.
Yeah. And
They eating pork. They smoking weed.
Yep. They help the They help the heathen set up businesses in our neighborhoods, right? And Ishmael, you know, Ishmael has a pretty much clean diet, except for the fact that they eat camel meat, even though they don't do a lot of that here. But the fact is that they'll have our people, they'll sell all that wicked shit to our people, but they won't eat that shit themselves. All right? They're right, because you know, you go to the average Ishmael wing spot to get some wings, and what are they selling? Catfish. Ishmael don't go to the grocery store and buy no catfish. They don't do that, man. But they'll sell that shit to you, man.
6 pieces fried hard.
You know?
Abomination.
And that whole sort of things, fried shrimp, you know, and all that kind of shit, man.
Yeah,
and right, frying all them bottom feeders. They could give you nothing but high cholesterol and diabetes, man. And then you salt the shit out of it. So along with your diabetes and high cholesterol, you get high blood pressure.
Get the gout.
He's the master of disaster.
You know?
He got all that figured out.
What you got, brother?
Right, that bitch Big Mama died, man. Dumbass.
Matter of fact, most people that go by that title Big Mama don't live too long, man.
Right.
Because they really be big, all right?
I'm talking about on soul food.
I'm talking about for real. All right? Everybody down south got a Big Mama.
Thanks.
All right? Yeah. And they be big as hell, and they usually die. They don't live to be that old. You know, when they hit their 60s and they out of there.
They out of there, baby.
This is Zechariah chapter 1. This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. It says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction."
Go ahead, brother.
The reason why I brought this out is because the elder was going into how these heathens, they eat abominations and they promote it to us. They continue.
They not under the curses.
So
it often don't even affect them the same way. It fucks them up too, but they're not under the curses, man. All right. So and matter of fact, be thankful we under the curses, because that the Lord punish us quickly, and that we don't have that long build up list. All right, that they got. All right, because we have to pay for what we do, but man, when they pay, woo,
they gonna pay, man.
What's up, brother? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Zechariah 11:5 says, "Who possess and slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not, man." So these other nations, man, are actually thinking that the Lord is with them, all right, because we have no power right now, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we downtrodden, you know? And they think they're right, and they really do believe that the Lord is not with us, but they got another thing coming.
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. "And the Lord Yahweh said, Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them." That goes into these heathens, you know, bring these defiled foods into our neighborhoods, you know. It goes into them bringing them down, you know, unlawful foods to our neighborhoods. And, you know, Jake be eating them, you know. He fucking us up.
And the shit that they hide in the menus, or that they hide in the food. You know, all right, you got to check your ingredients, man. I had bought this testosterone booster that everybody's ranting and raving about, man. So now I regret that I ordered this shit, because it's got some abomination in it. Now I can't even use the shit, man. But the shit called Aphrodite. All right. Yeah, and it got pearl powder in it to build your testosterone. It like doubles and triples your testosterone naturally. and everything in it is good, but it's got one ingredient. And
no shit.
No, brother, I'm very well aware of that, brother. But the point is, though, is that when you get a certain age, your testosterone begins to drop, no matter how much you exercise, brother. That's why I ordered it. Yeah, I'm a lot older than you. All right. So nevertheless, to eat this stuff, I'm reading all the reviews and on it. I'm like, oh man, this is some good shit, man. And then I clicked on it and started reading the ingredients, and it's got fucking pearl powder in it. Fucking pearl powder, man. What comes from a clam.
Yeah.
You're right. It's you know how the clam makes a pearl that they use for jewelry.
Yeah.
And so what they use are I guess they use the pearls from the clam, but it's not but they don't use the high grade ones that they make the jewelry with. It's usually the low grade ones that's not good enough to make a bracelet out of or whatever. And then so they crush it up with these big ass steel things and grind it into powder. But and you take the shit and it builds up your testosterone and it'll make your rod super stiff. Damn. But it's a fucking abomination. So right, you get a stiff rod and a high cholesterol and die. be the last great bone.
Hey, he saw wicked.
The fuck, man.
That's fucked up.
Killing them at the same time. There you go, man.
Die with a hard on.
Go ahead, brother, man. Step up.
This the back up what Yahshua
Go ahead, brother.
Lamentations 2:15, and all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy in the whole earth? All right, so Esau will put pork and etc. into our food, our deodorant, the things that we brush our hair with. All right, because they know that'll separate us from the Most High.
Exactly.
All right, then they try to plead with demons on the left-hand side to get that blessing back, and yeah, hey.
Matter of fact, get that in Judith.
I got it.
Esther. Because that's the whole. A lot of these laws and these things that they do. I mean, a lot of these decrees that they pass, and that they allow certain ingredients to be put in food, certain ingredients to be put in different waters, and and things of that nature. It'll just have you going off. And so Esau's whole goal is to either have you going off directly or indirectly. Hence the reason for the music. All the different things that they put in the music, man. They are just to keep you going off. And then what they do, then they turn around and them fake Jews pray to the Lord and say, look at your people. Basically, let us take their place. Get rid of Jacob and let us take their place. Because that's what they really want. They want to be us. They want to take our place and get that blessing, man. But you don't get to fuck up the earth, man. Look how disgusting this place is. Just look around, man. Our kingdom ain't gonna be like this, man. You got dirt and food.
Where we used to teach it smelled like over there.
Right, and then
get his ass on camera.
And burnt up Edomites. Put them on camera, man. That's this.
Get his ass right. That's stopping that.
That's the future. That's the future of them right there. All right. That's the future of that kingdom. All right, and then look at what he's laying in.
I got this. I got it. This is the book of Judith 5. I'm gonna start at 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hated the iniquity was with them.
Pause right there. Go to Deuteronomy 28:15. All right. And we were warned. But see, our people are hard-headed as fuck. They don't want to listen, right? They want to do what they want to do, and they always want to run their mouth. They want to go by what they think and feel, man, and not according to what the scriptures say. Nor listen to anyone who's trying to guide them to the scriptures and have them in order. Our people don't like order. That's what it really comes down to, man. Our people do not like order, man, at all. They're really anti-order. So when you try to put them in order, they resist it. Or they get offended when you actually showing them love by trying to put them in order. Like, oh, hey, brother, that's not the look. And instead of them taking that and be like, damn, man, a brother was actually trying to help me out. Let me chill out. Now they want to huff up. It's like, man, we ain't on that, bro. All right? Go ahead, brother.
This Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt now hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so you have 14 blessings And from 15 all the way to from 16 all the way to 68 was the curses. All right. So, and what do? We
What would be the smart thing to do?
What would be the smart thing to do? All right. Too many of us, you know, and you got to understand that the Lord judges nations. He don't just judge individuals, man. He judges you as a nation. So our people started going completely off, and we all caught hell as a result of it, man.
That's why the scriptures say that we suffer the straight things and hope for the wild. But you tell about people, they suffer the straight things and have no hope for the wild, because they don't trust in the Lord. They don't believe in Yahweh Shema Shah. But the Lord gave us that seal.
Right. An example of him cursing a whole nation was what? With Ham seeing Noah naked. He cursed Ham, and then was what? The lamb got taken away from his descendants. You know, because he got cursed.
Yep. Matter of fact, Ham lost the land of Canaan. There ain't many Hamites in the land of Canaan. After we lost it, because he gave it to us. But now you got Ishmael and Edom all up in there. Right? You know, because like these niggas in America love Egypt. They want to be everybody, all the different African nations, and everybody an Egyptian.
From Egypt.
And Egypt ain't been shit since we left it, man. Ain't built shit, ain't done shit. All right? But go ahead, what you have, brother?
This is
No, hold that. And go to back to 28. Go to 40, 45, and 46. But go ahead, brother.
This is John 3:19. And this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. All right? Hey, so the Lord gave us an option. You want to do evil, you're gonna go into captivity. If you do righteous, I'm a angel. All right? But like the book of Judges, our people kept going on. They repented. The Lord raised up a prophet. He delivered us, and they kept going on over and over again. So you got a mother, and then you got her son keep going into jail. Eventually, she gonna be tired of bailing them out. So she gonna be like, keep them in there. That's why the Most High said.
Or she just ain't gonna have the money no more. It's like I got your siblings to take care of, and I can't feed them, buy them shoes, and do whatever I need to do, because I gotta keep spending money on your dumb ass, who keep doing all this stupid shit, pleasing your flesh, and that's just it. Jake don't know how to live in the spirit, man. They want to please their flesh.
Your family come at the same time.
That's why the Most High said, go serve the gods which you chose.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right, he's waiting to devour you, man. Everybody's seen the footage of the second lieutenant in uniform, getting slapped around and beat up and sprayed and maced by the. Now he's suing the Virginia police, but that just goes to show you, man, that you gonna always just be a nigga to them. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he's Northern Kingdom. All right, because his father's Ephraim, his mother's Judah. All right, but but the cops looked at him, right? He a nigga, a spigot, he both, right? Whatever you want to call him. All right,
Yeah, double problem.
but he a double problem, right? Because you a nigga that can speak Spanish. God damn it, this boy. He's bilingual nigga over here. All right. Well, we don't know smart ass niggas around here.
Yep.
All right.
That's that spirit they wrote. Hey man, and the scripture tell you in Ezekiel the 35th chapter that this man has a perpetual hatred, man. It ain't never stopped, man. The times may have so-called changed, or the laws have changed. Hey, the spirit and people never change. Jake's still doing the same stupid ass shit. Esau doing the same shit. Yahweh Shai told you that in the book of Revelations. What's that, the 21st chapter to 10? 10 on down, man. Let the holy, he that is holy, let him be holy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He is unjust, let him be unjust still, man. The spirits of the people never change.
Yeah,
that's why the Lord brought this thing back to the prophets in the latter days. And Esau still got that demonic ass spirit and that hatred against you niggas. I don't care how many crackers you want to walk around holding hands with, man.
How many Beckys you pop? It ain't gonna change none of it, man.
Right.
All right, and then the joke's gonna be on them Edomites, because the way this society is headed, the police are getting ready to lose all their authority, and the military gonna be the police.
That's
and
right.
my mans might go find them.
That's right.
You know?
They're getting defunded.
You
Like
know?
a motherfucker, man.
Right.
Clown Lord Life push this gave a clown $281 million that was supposed to come for us. My daughter just sent me an article on that. I don't know what's wrong with this damn man.
What, she sent it to the police?
She sent it to the police.
Cause she a bulldagger, man. What the fuck? She wanna be the police.
Yeah, it was supposed to come to the poor people, the black and brown. My daughter sent the shit to me on Instagram. I said, this shit terrible. That bitch is wicked. She got to go.
Yeah, well, yeah, my man Larry Lightfoot, he gonna
Small head, bald head.
He
Small head, bald head.
Right. Him and his moles.
Larry. What you see, D?
But what you got, brother?
I got John chapter 8, verse 44.
Okay.
It's the book of John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are the father of the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it. They goes to marry Larry Lightfoot, from the police to come after Jake,
Huh? Right. Because
She don't give a fuck about us.
That's Eve, my man Larry Lightfoot, in bed with Esau, man. All right. Point blank period, man. But go ahead and read verse
45, 46.
40, and then we're gonna go back to that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
Matter of fact, read 44.
Come.
Get an idea of some of these curses.
Come. This Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
So do you need a car loan, a home loan, a house loan? You have to go to them. You don't lend to them, they lend to you. And so that lets you know who's who. Because the people who are being lended to, that's going to be your Israelites. All right? And so when's the last time you seen one of us lending to one of them Jewish people? All right? Nothing at all, man, unless we lending some rod to one of their women. Outside of that, we ain't got nothing for them, man. Jump up to the one where it says, I shall be evil toward thy brother. I think it's 54, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. This Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you,
right,
and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Right. So like that video I watched, Ariella sent me this video clip, and it showed this dude give a handshake. I guess it was some sort of gang handshake over there near a little village on the back of the yards, wherever the fuck it was. And he gave the dude a handshake through the fence. And when he gave it, the dude snatched his hand back, and the dude was standing against the car, and he stuck the gun right through the fence and shot him right in the face, man, and folded his ass. He was there with the first shot. And then he stuck his arm through the fence, and the dude, because like the only thing separating them was the fence. And my man was leaning against the car. He stuck the gun through the fence right and shot him in the face, and dude dropped dead right there.
It was done.
He fell backwards, like boom, he's dead. And he just stuck it over and he emptied the whole clip in him and just walked away. If I remember correctly, he even spit at him after he shot him up. So that's some evil shit towards your brother. And the shit got all caught on camera, man. All right? They didn't know they was being recorded. But it's like the security camera that records the parking area.
Yeah.
And you can see, and the other dudes that was with him, you can see that they probably weren't really with that shit.
They did. As soon as
because when he popped them, they were like, what the fuck? They was like, they just walked off. Right. He's like, damn, man, we didn't want to do all that, bro. What the fuck?
You want some of this too? You weed man.
No.
Right.
You want some of this too, old man? No.
But they did. Hold on, let him finish this, brother, then we get it.
And it says, and toward the wife of his bosom.
Toward the wife of his bosom. Go ahead.
And toward the remnant.
Because a lot of our men, we get on these women, but a lot of Israelite men be treating a lot of these women like shit, man. Yeah. All right, a lot of brothers be treating their women like shit. All right. We always getting on the woman, man, but a lot of men be fucking over these women, man. And the scriptures clearly says, thou shalt not make a whore out of the daughters of Zion, man.
That's right.
Hey, look, if you ain't gonna be with the bitch, don't fuck with her, man. Real talk. Go ahead, brother.
And it says, and toward the remnant.
That's what the heathens are for. Go ahead.
And it says, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Right, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead, man. That's a curse. That's a curse. Whether it's voluntary or involuntary. Because some of these women, you can't live with them.
Nope.
All right, and then he out the house, and then he get blackballed by them and the powers that be. Get behind the woman, and now his name is Dirt, man.
Dirt.
All right, but nevertheless, that's a curse. Why? Because Esau sets up policy to help do that. Sirach 10 and 8, man. He sets up policy to destroy you. All right.
Back in Judith 5, I'm going to read 17 again. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered. When you read in Joshua, the first chapter, it says, meditate on the law day and night, and your way shall become prosperous. You know? Have good success. That's right. It says, because the God that hated iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them.
So we started following after the ways of the heathen, man. Mixing and mingling, worshiping their gods, picking up their habits, getting tattoos, inhaling shit into our lungs and blowing it out, shooting shit into it. That was the shit the heathens were doing. That wasn't none of our customs, all right? Eating abominable foods. Go ahead.
It says, they were destroyed in many battles.
And so we ain't never gonna get on top until we cut off all that bullshit and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right? You can't do anything, eat or do anything or put anything into your body that actually is harmful to your temple and then expect the Lord to dwell there. All right, go ahead. I was in that constant battle with my damn Ephraimite, man. Go ahead.
It says, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
So basically, it prophesied our future, man. We got led captive. We fell. We fell as a people, man. When we used to rule so much, and now we got nothing. All right, go ahead, read.
It says, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their God was cast to the ground.
Right, all these heathens, all up in our temples, man. Matter of fact, them Edomites was in there doing abominable. They was having sex in our temples, man. Orgies and shit. And sacrificing abominable food on our altars, man. All right, we got brought low. And the worst state of that, you know, Apostle, our beloved elder, Apostle Gabar, he says it all the time. You can identify the state of a nation simply by looking at their women, man.
Yep.
All right? And look at our women.
Right, now you got Edomites trying to twerk.
Con. Some of them do it quite well, too.
You have Edomite males
but
trying to twerk.
Shit. That's even worse. All right, but the point is that you look at the state of our women, man. You know, one at a Northern Kingdom bitch that was given the advice on how to have multiple baby daddies.
Oh my God.
How you get way more money if you just have a, you know. If you got 6 kids all by the same man, you can only get the right.
Yeah.
But if you got 6 kids by 6 different men, you getting paid from all right. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? All kind of contention. All kind of contention. She defiled as fuck. She got all kind of spirits on her, because for every six of those baby daddies that was shooting nuts into her, there's probably 10 in between that didn't get her pregnant. So she got all them DNAs attached to her damn brain stem.
Shit, her children gonna come out like
her
Freddy Krueger.
Her children, right? Then her children got fucked up spirits on them. Ain't none of them got. You got a different daddy. I got a different daddy. Our spirits, we all against each other. We look alike, but ain't shit alike.
That's how my one of my mom's friends is. She got like 5 different kids from like different dads. They all fighting in the crib. They grown too.
My mother's sister, my cousins were like
just
that, man.
fighting all damn day for no reason.
All right. My mother's sister was that way. All right. She had her oldest daughter. All right. Then she had her next daughter. Got rid of her. Let the father take him. And my mother pleaded to, no, I'll take the baby. All right. And then she got rid of her and then turned around and had 6 more.
Damn.
Son of
All right, and so then the next one after that was Kathy, yeah. And so the first three got different fathers, and then the next two, then she got on this cop thing because she kept fucking and having babies with cops. Cause then my two older cousins, they both had the same father, and then the last three, their father was a cop, and they all three had the same father.
God damn.
But then they all at war. They've been at war with each other ever since. And now her crazy ass is old and sick and dying.
Perfect.
All right. You know, and they all at war with each other.
Right,
And all them different spirits, man. Those are curses, man.
Yeah.
Those are curses, man.
That's fucked up.
It says, and the cities were taken by the enemies, but now are they returned to their God and are come up from the places.
And that's basically what you're seeing now, man. All right, somebody grab that. They being set in order before their eyes, because that's basically what you're seeing now. We're being set in order right before their eyes, and they don't like it, man. They don't like it. Now we was all out here harmonizing, doo-wopping.
They see it,
you know,
they see us now.
tap dancing and break dancing. Right. You know, with a bucket out, the Edomites will be around with their cameras, clapping all off rhythm. Right. You know?
They see us
exactly.
now. They see us as rebellious slaves now.
Right. They don't have no problem with it, man. But we come out here and speak about our nationality, about our heritage in the Bible, and turn it from wickedness.
Right, that's why in Revelations 8 or 11, when it talks about us being spiritually dead, it said that the other nations made merry, sending gifts one to another. You know, they're happy that we were put down.
Yeah.
And we didn't know who we were. You know, and we were the gifts in slavery.
So they lived deliciously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got not right. I got this entertaining ass, hard-working slave for you. Right? Well, I got a bunch of our women were known in the past for their rear ends, man. All right, which they don't have like they used to. You see our women still be packing, but collectively they don't. All of them ain't collectively. They don't look like they used to, man.
The dude.
That curse fell upon them. They shoulders wider than their hips. Right. Look like they about to double leg your ass. Right.
Straight to the mat.
Spear.
Right. Bitches look like they about to double leg you, take you down, man.
Hey,
right.
That dude Kevin Samuel said, go look in your grandma's photo book.
Yeah.
And look at all of her relatives and stuff. They all had nice bodies.
Yeah.
Look at them at your age. At your age right now. Oh man, he was fine that bitch.
But it's true.
It's true.
Collectively, man. So if it's almost like for every 10 of our women, 2 or 3 of them might have a nice body. The rest of them be fucked up. So them curses is fell on. Somebody can grab that too, but get that.
I got that scripture for you. This Psalm chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
And set them in order before thine eyes, man. And guess what? Hey, Becky out here thick as fuck, man. You can say what you want to say. Shut up, man. You gay? You a damn conquering king, and you done conquered this whole Edomite village. All these thick booty, big breasted Edomite women. They're husbandless now, and you ain't gonna touch none of them. Fuck out of here, man. Right, virgins. Yeah, you got virgins and widows. Just ready for the picking, man. And you ain't gonna touch none of them. Fuck out of here, man. Right. But go ahead, brother.
So Revelation 11:11. After these days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. They stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them, man. That's right. So us being set in order, man. Hey, he's all scared of that, man.
Yeah, and that fear set upon their feet. And for the record, man, I don't like Edomite women at all. All right, I really don't, man. But it's my right. So as Khan,
I gotta preach
right?
Shit, I like it.
I gotta preach that back you up.
I like. I do like them. I don't like they deal, they spirit, but I like them.
This Ezekiel chapter 37. This Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing that army, man. That's why terrible fear fell. That's why terrible fear fell upon Esau, which saw them, because he see us waking up all across the globe, man, and he can't stop it.
Yeah, we like an army.
Yeah,
Shit, hey,
precepts on that.
read the accounts of the scripture. We was raw as fuck, fucking up the enemy.
Yep.
You know,
and having our way with their women.
Yeah.
All right. There were many battles, man, where the Lord would tell us, you know, well, sometimes he would say, slay up everything that pissed up against the tree.
Yep.
That meant everything that squatted. If she was she was free, she was free. She was yours. You had a new concubine, a new handmaid, and your woman didn't have no problem with it.
She was the one helping doing everything.
Right, because exactly, like good. Now this bitch can go out there and pick all the eggs and feed all the damn right, and I can lay in bed for a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
And now she got to go do it, and she got to swallow some nuts. She got double duty now, man. Cause you know every now and then you know your damn servant gonna walk by and she got on that dress, you might want to throw it over her head. You right? Hey, I'm just being real about it, man. All right, and then you do your business and send on her way. Back to work, wench. She's a wench. That's what they did to us. That's what they did to our women.
Gotta do double.
Right. And they would and literally bring in the wench, send the wench. And what was a wench? Right, she wasn't a wife, she was a wench. All right? And a wench is for popping. She milks the cows, milks the goats, picks the eggs, sweeps the floors. And she milks you. All right? Scrub the floors, exactly.
I need milking.
And you gave her safety and a roof over her head and food. You took care of her. All right? You took care of her. Right? And she got to get off. You know, she's your possession. You took care of her. All right? One like she was just getting smacked around all the time. You took care of her. All right? She was a part of your household, even though she wasn't, if that makes any sense.
It makes a lot of sense, brother.
Made.
I received.
Right. Because look, especially with all them seeds you got, now you got another set of, look, you just took them over. All right? You got 4 or 5 sons at home, babies, little girls. All right? You got your wives at home. All right? And now you just conquered this village, and she was a fine ass heathen. All right? Her husband's there. Her babies are there. She got milk. She got breast full of milk. Not bring her right. Because that's what the scripture says. Double, man. All right. Our women had to breastfeed these Edomites, man. All right.
Matter of fact, I think it was between the 30s and the 50s. The Jake woman and the nurses, they were the ones feeding the babies. They were breastfeeding the babies.
There you go, man.
So,
Hey, Elder, can I read that?
Absolutely, brother.
There's Deuteronomy 21:10. And when thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and Yahweh thy power have delivered them into thy hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, thou wouldest have her to thy wife. Then
what he reading backs up everything that I just said. Yep. For anybody that feels so offensive, I'm so offended at what he said. All right,
That's not so.
Right. The Bible backs it up, man. So you're not offended at me, you're offended at the word of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Read, brother.
Then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails.
Right. So you shave the head and you pare the nails. Go ahead.
And she shall put the raiment of her captivity off from off her.
So all her raiment of her captivity is off of her. Go ahead.
Shall remain in thy house and bewail her father and her mother a full month.
So you let her bewail because you just killed her brother. You put her father to the sword. All right. You put her mother to the sword. All right. And now you letting her bewail them a month. All right. And then what happens at the end of 30 days?
And after that, thou shalt go into her and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife.
You go in. Wait. Hold on. You go into her and become what?
Her husband.
Her husband. So that's 2 precepts. All right, that prove the sex is marriage, man. Read it again.
But the whole thing.
Just that portion.
And she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thy house.
Right.
And beware her father and her mother a full month.
Right.
And after that, thou shalt go into her and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife.
There it is, man.
Wait, so it didn't say you gotta bow down on the knee.
Get down on one knee, get a ring,
and throw the rice in the air and do all that. It didn't say none of that.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure.
I got an account of that. All right, I got an account. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14. So this is when Abraham. This is when there was a war between the kings of Sodom and the 5 cities, and those other kings, and they snatched up Lot. This is Genesis 14 and 14. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants. So this is Abraham and his trained servants against those kings in Sodom and all those other lands, right? It says, by night and smote them and pursued them unto Hobah.
They was crossing swords.
Getting the fuck down. Trained servants. Trained servants. It says, which is on the left of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot and his goods, and the women also.
What?
And the women also, and the people. So what the fuck y'all talking about?
They came back with servants, man. So whatever little children were left alive, them little heathen boys and girls, they was out there sweeping and picking fruit, doing all the shit you needed them to do. All right. And mama didn't have no husband so more, so she's single now.
Right.
All right. And she was getting popped.
Right.
That's the way of the world. The Lord is a God of war, man. All right. Point blank, period. And the Israelites are his armies.
That's it.
His ground forces. All right. You seen all these videos of the chariots? That's his air forces.
That's right.
This is his ground forces right here, man. And when the Lord give us that download, ooh, boy, man, brother's gonna be running up buildings. We ain't gonna need elevators.
That's it.
They should run and not be tired.
You're just gonna run up the building, man, and go into the window of your choice. Right. You gonna see a damn Edomite male come flying out. All right. And if his woman is fine, well, you already know. And then she gonna come flying out too.
Death blow.
No, yeah, cause we get them on the next side, cause ain't none of them get on the chariots.
No. I got you.
That's gonna be the deal, man. If you please me, then I get you on the other side.
That's it.
Chariots for MVP only.
Right, the chariots for Jake only, man. I don't care how much you love your concubine.
Right.
She might be your favorite. She might have the best kitty and all that stuff. Right? Because believe me, if you don't think so, you're gonna have a favorite concubine. You're gonna have one that you like over all the others, man. You might even have a couple. Right?
Oh, you mean all the flavors.
Right?
Rocky.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear that.
You'll see you on the other side.
You know?
I'll see you on the other side.
You'll see you on the other side.
But ain't nothing you can do for it.
Right. What's going on today? Any, meeny, miny, mo.
And you're gonna get a better edition.
And she gonna be even better, right?
Exactly.
Way better.
Right. Right. You're gonna get the better edition, man. You know?
She ain't gonna be ran through. She gonna be completely clean. And she gonna remember.
Right.
See, this time we gonna know all things.
Right.
That's right.
So when she see you, she gonna be my Lord. You gonna be like, come on, wench. Damn.
Come on. This whole time.
Damn.
And you know what? That go back to the whole thing with Chili left eyeing on that song. Don't want no scrubs. Well, y'all see us as the damn scrubs right now.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
We out in the rain.
But when it all come down to it, we ain't the scrubs.
Yeah.
And that's why Isaiah 4:1, 7 women gonna take a hold of no man, one man.
That's
We're
right.
gonna be like, no, we don't want no pigeons.
Right, exactly. Right.
You made the song.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
ain't gonna want no pigeons.
Be like, oh, so how many dicks been in your mouth?
Oh, nah.
Right, no.
Men must be breadwinners of the house anyway. Dominant males are species anyway. If you got a female, it's better to do this.
Con, go ahead, brother.
I
I want to back up what the elder said about war. This is Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So when we get that download, it's going down. It's all over for y'all. Cancel Christmas.
Thanksgiving, Halloween, all that shit.
Right.
Right, because the Lord said, when Israel was leaving, was coming out of Egypt, he said, bring forth mine armies.
Uh-huh. Right.
See, so hey, look, we always talk about the warrior tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh. All right, but all the tribes are warriors. All right.
Shit, the Maccabees
The Maccabees was Levites, brother.
Hey, they supposed to do the service.
They still with the Israelites, man.
Judas Maccabee was a fucking monster.
Con, all of them. Jonathan, Simon, they father.
They was a fucking monster.
You know? Like I said, that would be the greatest movie ever made, man.
God knows.
But they can't make it.
Right.
Because that's a movie they can't make it. Because that's an old one. That's a real old one, but it ain't, you know.
No, what's it called? Sloggy. I was gonna say Mel Gibson was trying to make it.
They shut
headlock.
Yeah, they shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Because what you have to do is the place with then that's gonna make the Apocrypha too much credence. And that would have fucked up Christianism. All right, because they didn't push Christianism. They didn't push Christianism minus the Apocrypha. All right, so they can't make the movie or tell the story of the Maccabees. That's right. That would have been man. That would have been the 300 on 10 on you know.
So we just want to know who y'all are. You know what I mean? That these elders, you know what I mean? People are Israelites. That's those.
Yeah, we're the branch of Great Millstone here in Chicago, brother. Shalom, brother.
I know I'm the pro-rail. My pro-rail.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 18, verse 28. Because like the elder was saying, man, the Lord is going to give us that download. It's going to be game over. Psalms 18, verse 28. For thou wilt light my candle. Yahweh my God will enlighten my darkness. For by thee have I ran through a troop, and by my power have I leaped over a wall.
Man, so what Israelite gonna do? Man, I'm gonna be enjoying what, and I've seen with this brother how athletic he is now.
Right.
Man, boy, I'll just sit back and just let me see the damage he gonna do.
Do backflips, shooting a three-pointer.
Right. That's right. Just see how much damage he gonna do. All right. So man, it's gonna be a joy. You're like, but damn, man, he getting all the glory. Let me get some, right? Man, you know.
Like damn, Joe, why you killed everybody? You ain't saved me, nobody.
Right.
I got a piece of.
Go ahead, brother.
This Joshua chapter 23 and verse 10. It says, 1 man of you shall chase 1,000. For the Lord your power, he is that fighteth for you.
See, and that's when we believe in this.
That's right.
See, we believe in this, and they know we believe in it, and they know it to be true.
That's right.
Especially with all them identified or unidentified aerial phenomenons coming around. All right, those are our rides and our power, man.
Our Air Force.
That's our Air Force. All right, and so the Lord's ground forces are down here. Right, and they're gonna get awakened. So why don't you go ahead and hurry up and do what you gonna do, man.
Right.
So the Lord can do what he gonna do.
You got the Navy, which will be Leviathan in the ocean. He's gonna be fucking shit up. He got all grounds, water, earth.
Then we got weird backup support all these creatures that the Lord just gonna send forth, man. All right, you still got behemoth. You got all kind of apparitions that's gonna appear. Them left-hand side angels gonna stop fucking with us and start fucking with y'all. All right.
It said when the enemy shall come in like the flood, the spirit.
Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standing against him. All right, so look at us. Look at our bodies. We can't do nothing against Esau's technology.
Nope.
All right, so
they can pull up right now. Squad cars and surround us with big ass trucks and shit and haul us all off. Ain't shit we can do about it, man.
He has invisible cloaks. He has all type of.
We get shot up.
Right, super soldiers. Hey, so how are we gonna beat him? All right, and we faith based, man.
All right, we know the Lord's gonna come with us.
We faith-based. We believe in what the Bible says.
That's what the Lord
And
says.
see, like we always say, everybody's a Christian until the scriptures come out.
That's right.
All right?
They opened the book.
When these scriptures start coming out, now everybody got a problem with what the Bible says.
I'm over on the scatter like road.
Right? Oh, that's your interpretation. That's your
brother.
interpretation. Nigga, that's what it said.
Right.
Yo, dumb ass.
Right, Isaiah 8. Hey, before I even start a conversation with somebody into that plantation Christianity, man, that Christendom, before I even start a conversation with them, man, if they want to go into the scripture, the first scripture I make them bring out is, I make them read it, is Isaiah 8 and 20. They gotta read that before we continue the damn conversation.
That's right.
If you don't read Isaiah 8 and 20 and you into Christianity or some other BS, that blanket statement religion, we ain't finna even dialogue.
Yeah, when you bring out, I done brought out 9 precepts to prove a point, and you bring out one that shuts all those 9 scriptures down.
And that's a blanket statement.
That's a blanket statement that clearly you don't have understanding.
Well, God love everybody.
Right.
So let me toot it all
I'll
the way.
do a lesson, man. I done brought out 7, 8, 9, 10, however many. Damn, Becky was nice over there. Then they brought out all these damn precepts to prove a point, and then you put up one comment, one scripture on the comment board, you know, and like you done something.
Right.
Like you got the walk off KO. Right, you just hit one.
Drop the mic.
How did my man Venom do when he kicked the dude in the face and then stopped like this? He just stood there for the camera. While dude over there stumbling around. Right, no man, you ain't done nothing, man.
Right.
You just made a fool out of yourself.
This is Psalm 110, I'm gonna start at verse 2. The Lord Yahweh shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people.
So Zion's got enemies.
Oh yeah, lots of enemies.
But I thought God loved everybody and everybody. So wait a minute. So how salvation for the enemies too?
Right.
See, the more you go into this, the less Christianism makes any sense whatsoever, man.
And clearly they don't know what balance is. Verse 3.
To a certain extent, you're right, brother.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness, from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth.
Hey, look, in the day of thy power, man, then our people gonna be willing. Your woman gonna stop talking all that shit.
Oh God, no.
Or she just not gonna be your woman no more.
Yep.
Because the truth be said, man, the woman that's with you now, when the Lord, you don't have to choose her, man. Or the Lord might get rid of her.
Right.
All right, the Lord, because especially because the Lord gonna reflect on all the time she was backbiting, and all the time she wasn't really with you, or that time she done creeped on you that you don't know about. The Lord, hey, or the time she creeped on you and she admitted it, you caught her ass up, whatever the case be, man. You know, the Lord, right? The Lord, on the day of our power, our people gonna be willing, but unfortunately for many of them, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. All right.
Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them.
Right, we doing that now. We fishing right now. We fishing for the elect. You know, Lord will we part of that number.
And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks.
Yep. So the day is gonna come where the fishermen are no longer going to be fishing. They're gonna become hunters.
Hunting season.
And like the brother read, those hunters are gonna become those battle axes, man.
Right.
All right. And a battle axe has one function. It's not like like a machete. A machete can be a weapon and a tool.
Yeah.
A machete it's a survival weapon. And we out in the woods and stuff like that and shit like this. We could actually start hacking and shit and start building shelters, to help keep dry and keep warm, to chop wood and open up wood to get to the dry part so we can start fire and shit like that. And if we get attacked, we can actually use it to defend ourselves. But a battle axe, it's not. It has one function.
This one goes all together with
right.
the
That wouldn't be the proper survival tool. Right?
You got one good swing at that motherfucker.
Hey, they showed you that in the Cliff Vikings. You know, they had all type of fucking weapons and shit. But as soon as the dude was getting executed, they just brought out the battle axe. They ain't cut their heads off with nothing else. When the dude was found going off, they brought his ass to the thing and they just brought out that big ass. They had that one big ass axe just for that.
Yeah, an execution weapon.
Big ass blade and
a guillotine. A guillotine didn't come about until the 17th century in France.
That big ass blade in Game of Thrones in the very first episode.
Oh, that gross messer. Yeah, that's
like a 30-pound damn.
Yeah, it's a big ass gross messer.
You gotta be a motherfucker. You gotta be a powerful motherfucker.
Well, they usually had a big ass dude was an executioner, and the executioner weapon wasn't a combat weapon. It was a weapon. It was specifically for, like for example, the Gurkha troops. One of the most famous weapons is the kukri, which the kukri design goes all the way back to Israel. The Israelites, King David and his mighty men fought with that curved blade, like the kopis, the gladiators used. That actually goes back to the Israelites. They used those weapons that were curved like that, all right, because of the chopping power, all right. But the Gurkha troops, which are some of the most dangerous and well troops that the world has ever seen, modern day, all of them carry they service weapon. And then they have a kukri. And then they have what they call a ceremonial kukri. Now, have you ever seen the neck of an ox? It's bigger than a bull. You ever seen the neck? That ceremonial kukri can take the head off of an ox with one swipe.
That's insane.
So you think about it.
That shit can cut you asunder, man.
All right, so literally it will cut a human being in half.
Yeah, it'd be like a cartoon.
You know,
that's just human strength.
All right, and that right. Exactly. The water. But go ahead, brother.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies.
Con, the creature, ooh, and the creature meaning the man.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Like the fucking juggernaut. They lock all and board up all the doors. They're like, we don't need a door. We gonna make one.
Right.
Well, then what the juggernaut told them, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. And he ran through the wall. She closed the door. He like, bitch, I'm gonna make a door. You know?
Can I bring this up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Isaiah 41:15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument. Having teeth, thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff.
Right, and the mountains represent countries, man. So now you got mountains, you got teeth that are gonna shred the mountains. That's whole countries, man. We land in Poland. What you think going on? All right, and especially right, exactly. In Romania, and I'm gonna tell you, man, them Edomites in Romania thick as fuck.
God no.
Man, them Romanians, ooh wee, yeah.
That shit organic.
Yeah, they okay, but they ain't none of them thick like them Romanians though. I'm telling you. They the thickest. Yeah, but them German chicks, some of them too. But I'm telling you, brother, I'm telling you, the thickest ones is coming from Romania.
That's gonna be our first stop. Noted.
I don't know about no ice drilling, brother. We talking about going to war with the heathens against the mountains and being the sharp threshing teeth. All right, when we collecting up all the spoils, the booty. Right, when we getting the booty, man.
Yeah.
All right,
the booty, man.
Like the pirates' booty. Why you think Why you think they call booty? All right, because the gold, the spoil, the gold, the silver. Right, the gold, the silver, and it was all part of the booty. That's how it got its name, man. And the winches. All right. Absolutely, brother. Because I'm in a conquering mindset, man. All the fucking time, man. My whole life revolves around war. It does.
Every day.
All right? Every day. I live that shit, man. And I lived it in the past. I lived that shit, man. All right? I ain't bragging. I'm just telling the truth, man. I wasn't no regular dude, man. All right? my whole life for the last 25 years have revolved around hand-to-hand combat, man. Fighting. All the fucking time, man. So doing this work of the Lord, this is fighting to me, man. Hell, what do you think I was doing before I came here? Well, I'm so fucking sore now, man. All these young fucking lions want a piece of the old one, man. But go ahead, brother.
This Amos 9:2, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. All right, so those underground bunkers and etc. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. You know, the space stations, hey, the elect coming for all that, man. All right, and we gonna grab you devils out. All right, because the elites have certain bunkers. All right, that can withstand some heat, you know, from some missiles and etc. All right, but hey, that's what the hunters are for, man.
Got some. What you got, brother?
Isaiah chapter 40.
Speak up. Huh? Speak up, brother.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
You got it. Go ahead, brother.
It's raining.
This is spirit though, bro. This is Isaiah 40. This is Isaiah 40 and 29. It says, it says, He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, He increases strength. It says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. But they that wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall renew their strength.
All right, brother. Those that wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall renew their strength, man. He's getting right, because we faint and we weak now, man. I done got old, man. My damn joints, my shoulders always hurt me. I can't really move like I used to, man, but I still got that spirit, though.
Right.
You know?
Mine is 9-0.
I still got that spirit. All right? And so if the Lord renews our strength, man, whoo.
Well, I'll continue. It says, they shall mount up with They shall mount up with wings as eagles.
Right, like God said, man, I envision it, man. I'm gonna be sitting up on top of the light pole, on top of the just perched up there. All right, and ain't nobody thinking to look up.
Like a bird.
Right? And all of a sudden, they just gonna get hit with some spit. Like, what the fuck? And when they look up, man, I'm just gonna come down on their ass, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
They shall run and not be weary.
Ooh. The Flash.
Right, and then I'm gonna take people and impale them on them motherfuckers, man. All right, all these street poles and light poles, it's gonna have bodies on them. Sideways, upside down, face forward. They'll be like, damn, Malcolm up into this motherfucker. Right. Right. All them damn parking, all them damn street signs. Them little square signs gonna be off, and they just gonna be poles. And it's gonna be packed. We're gonna have whole fucking Edomite family shish kebabs on the motherfucker. Mama, daddy, grandma.
And cooking too.
Right. They just gonna be on them motherfuckers. Upside down, sideways, facing each other.
They're gonna be like, wow, this is some nice art.
All right? It's gonna get, yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, thy heart shall meditate terror.
Right. That's on this side and these.
That's on, and it's promised, right? Because you only got a portion of it. Right. You ain't even got the full thing. You ain't been changed yet.
We only know about a spot.
Right. So if you don't be, man.
Right. We still have emotions. You know, and when the Lord give us that download, man, it's gonna be nuts, man.
Right, nigga trying to drive away in his car, and you running next to him, looking in his window. Right, he's swerving and trying to get away, and you right next to him. No, nigga, boom, and just grab his steering wheel, turn that shit, let him go right.
Hulk smashing that shit.
Right, dude, you think he getting away?
Like dude in the Matrix.
Right? We good?
We good, brother.
The two albino dudes in the Matrix, he just like teleported and sat in the car.
From the
yeah, that shit was.
Yeah, he just like went invisible and sat in the seat. He's like, we're getting upset. Yes, we are.
And it says, they shall walk and not faint.
They should walk and not faint, man. You want to go get tired, man. All right? You're just going to be able to run and not get tired, man. All right? You just run and not get tired. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Zechariah 12:8. In the day shall the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
So we gonna have old brothers, young brothers, brothers that's sickly. They gonna be mighty as fuck, man.
That's right.
All right. Some of the smaller brothers, they gonna be gigantic, man. I always say Chicago gonna be the biggest brother in Israel, man. Y'all see Chicago, we all gonna be like, God damn, Shalom, brother.
Chicago hurt, bro. Chicago got a big hurt in it.
What you got? Take off your hood while you bring out the sunset.
There's more to this. There's more to this.
Hold it though, hold it though.
Let him finish this.
And the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord Yahweh before them.
Right, and see that's another thing with Christianism is they try to detach the house of David away from the salvation and the kingdom of heaven. You can't have no kingdom of heaven without the house of David. And the house of David is going to be wrecking shit, man. Right, because these other nations, do you think the Japanese and the Edomites and all these other nations just want to give up their power and their countries, their governments, their mountains and their hills? No, man. They going to go kamikaze, man. They going to go get their sharpest damn samurai swords. You know, everywhere we go, man.
They got all the type of trust they got for us.
What you got, man?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, verse 5 and 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation.
Right, you can get strange, man, when you see a dude stand in the middle of the street and one of them damn military vehicles try to run him over and he just stopped that shit like Luke Cage.
Right.
Boom, and it just fold around him and he picked that motherfucker up and slam it on the other side, man. Right, and then rip the doors open and pull all them fucked up people out and start pulling their limbs off and shit.
Like the hawk, he'll take them and throw them across the desert and shit.
Right, just right, the truck, right, just go out there and start tackling cars, man. You know?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Look, and that's why the scriptures say
Start,
this is
exactly.
the patience
Right.
of the creative saints.
Fucking with that bitch.
Right.
Iron shit.
You gonna break some shit, be like, oh, start breaking other shit.
Yeah.
Testing
Just
it out.
right, just start going head up with cars, man. Tackling cars, man.
It's like
taking a vehicle up into the 30, 40, 50 feet, 2-3 stories into the air, and then turning it over and letting it go. That type of shit, man. Or even just do it with your mind.
Yeah.
Right. Just look at it. You know, the Lord. You don't, man. You don't. Where you think they get all this shit from in the movies, man? All right. Because they think you think it. No, they get it from the Bible, brother.
Get it from the Bible.
The Bible speaks to these things.
They call the Bible a comic book.
All right. The Bible speaks to these things. That's why they get all that stuff from, man. And people think that it's not real, but it's real, man. Right? And the fact that they come against us so hard is evidence of it.
That's right.
If man, think some dude talking about picking up cars and throwing cars, you would laugh him to scorn, man.
Right.
But the fact that it's a real threat, that's what got him shook. Why else would you care? Would you be deleting videos and all that kind of bullshit?
They be seeing it in their dreams. Like, oh shit. They be scared.
Hey, they said it. The Apostle Elder Gabar used to always bring that out. That how the top movie directors, you know, they gotta read the scriptures. They got to.
I got a precept for you.
Go ahead, brother.
This is First Chronicles 11 and 9. So David waxed greater and greater, which is what's happening with this house now, us teaching the word. For the Lord of hosts was with him. These also are the chief of the mighty men whom David had, who strengthened themselves with him in his kingdom and with all Israel to make him king according to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. And this is the number of the mighty men whom David had: Jashubim and Hakomanite, the chief of the captains. He lifted up his spear against 300 slain by him at one time.
Now when you listening to that, that's a damn Jet Li scene in Hero. You ever see the movie Hero? When he got that one sword standing in the middle, about 500 dudes, and he fighting them all.
Those are like Ip Man.
Right, you know.
In the Matrix Part 2.
Or
when they all started coming in the playground, all
right.
the agents, and he was fucking up with
Yeah, he was serving that goof ass.
Yeah, the end of the movie, the end of it.
He was beating himself. He was beating all of them, like 1,000 niggas.
And the end of it, the pyramid scene.
Like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, this First Chronicles 11 and 12. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, who was one of the three mighties. He was with David at
Hasidim, and there the Philistines were gathered together to battle, where was a parcel of ground full of barley, and the people fled from before the Philistines, and they set themselves in the midst of that parcel and delivered it, and slew the Philistines, and the Lord saved them by a great deliverance. And it just goes in this chapter. It goes into the accounts of his mighty men and their acts. Man.
So they stood in the middle of all them Philistines, man, and gave them the strength to deliver them, man.
Yep.
I know her feet cold as fuck, or maybe not.
She's in her element.
Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak it not according to this word, it is because there is no light in it. I'm just laying back off the elder saying that the Christianism, you know, people that's in Christianism, you know, talking about it would be no salvation without the house of David, you know. Right. Come on, man. That makes no fucking sense, you know.
I got a little bit more. This First Chronicles 11 and 20, and Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was the chief of the three, for lifting up his spear against 300, he slew them and had a name among the three. Of the three, he was more honorable than the two, for he was their captain, howbeit he attained not to the first.
Khan, and lots of people are fascinated with the sword, but the coldest weapon is the spear. And you master the spear, and the spear is raw as fuck, man. Yeah. It's raw as fuck. Yeah.
Hey, a spear, you can javelin a spear and hit him over there.
Yeah, you can, brother.
And kill him.
All right, but when you know how to use one, you can fight up. You know, it's a cold ass weapon, man. And it gives you extension. All right.
I used to get my ass beat by that one character.
You know,
spear. This one game.
It gives you an extension, man. Matter of fact, read that again, brother, because I'm envisioning it as he read it, man. I'm picturing it.
This is mighty.
This First Chronicles 11 and 20 again. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the three, for lifting up his spear against 300, he slew them, and had a name among the three.
Khan, man. I saw this Korean flick many years ago. I can't remember the name of it, but there was a dude who was a bond slave to this old Korean dude, and the old Korean dude basically gave him his freedom, and because the old Korean dude was sick and dying, he gave the dude his freedom, but the dude refused, and then the old Korean died on him, and he still was carrying his body around because I guess he was trying to get his body back to where they were from. And the dude, and then there was a bunch of soldiers. When they saw that the dude was dead, they was like, "Who brought this dead man amongst us? This is bad luck." And then he's standing over his body, and next thing you know, the dude is talking shit. His head just came smooth off, cause the dude, the servant dude, his master had a gold necklace on, and pulled it off and gave it to him. Yeah. And he took it and he bought a spear, and then he was cold as fuck with the spear. And next thing you know, man, he took off that soldier's head, took it clean off, man. And all them soldiers surrounded him, and he started slaying them all to where the general was trying to see all the commotion, like, what the fuck's going on over there? And the general saw how he was fucking up all his men. And then when they finally, and then it just got to me, it was so many of them, they finally subdued them. And the general said, no, you don't kill that man. I want that man in my army, because they were mad. Yeah. They were mad, like but he killed all our friends, and he was like, no. He said if he could kill that many of my men. No, it wasn't no Troy. It was a Korean movie, brother.
Hold your peace, man.
It was a Korean movie, brother. And the dude said, I want that man in my army. All right. So you don't kill a man like that. You make that man want to. And look, what is the Lord doing? He woke up the men of Israel, man. The warriors of the whole world, man. All right? And we're not being carnal with it. He woke us up spiritually. But that carnal portion is going to come. That carnal portion is going to come, man.
Part of prophecy.
All right? It's part of prophecy, man.
I got a quick question.
I wish I could remember the name of that movie, man. It's a good ass movie too.
This 1 Corinthians 15:52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption.
And this is what we all praying and hoping for and doing this work for. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Don't any brother say they not. I'm not. No, you a lie.
Right.
We all want this.
Yep.
You wouldn't be a man if you didn't want this.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
And this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Right, we all want those immortal bodies, man.
God knows.
And death swallowed up in victory, man. That's what we all want, brothers. We all want that. What you got, brother?
I got Revelations 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
And to him will we give power over the nations, brother. That's right. So did he say rule with the nations?
I'll read again. To him will I give power over the nations.
So the nations got to bow down, man.
Yep.
Verse, right? The nations got to bow down.
Verse 27. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
So this is the will of God. No.
No, go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say this is the will of the Most High. So this trumps all that blanket statement bullshit that the Most High loving everybody. He came to save everybody. He's coming with the lollipop deal. This destroys the false concept of equality, man. Equality? It ain't no equality right now.
It never existed.
And exactly, and the Lord clearly told us that He's gonna reward to them double. So this bullshit that they doing to us, this is how they're gonna get double through those spiritual powers, man.
Right, so not only we gonna get spiritual powers, we're gonna have rulership over them with a rod of iron.
We don't have no military, Mike.
Right.
That's part of it.
And so,
our blessing ain't destroyed. That's Esau's blessing.
That's
we
Esau's blessing.
Spiritual power, man.
And then our blessings are gonna far trump theirs, man.
Oh, most definitely.
Then we will be able to handle those spears like in the movie Troy. That was a good ass movie, but no, brother. This dude made the spear play in Troy look amateur.
Yeah.
All right. This shit was raw as hell, man. And and now that I'm remembering, the dude end up dying for a damn princess. All right, because they made him. The dude made him guard over the. No, he made him guard over the.
Achilles heel.
No, it's a Korean movie, brother.
It's a different movie.
It's not got nothing to do with Greece, brother.
Hey, but yeah.
The dude ends up making the general, because he ends up fighting against that general, and he ends up being made a guard over this princess. All right, and the princess actually was like treating him like shit at first, and the princess actually falls in love with him. All right,
as normal.
Hey, and that dude was cold.
She fell in love with a real man.
Yeah.
See, all them royal motherfuckers was bitches.
Oh, weekend.
And this dude had no fear of death, nothing, man. You know, he just didn't. He didn't care if he was outnumbered. If you offended him, he was coming at your ass. Point blank, period.
He had that spirit of Samson on him.
Right, it was like, well, fuck it. I know I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna fuck you up, though. What, that shit you said, that ain't flying.
You're gonna die. As long as I fuck you up. No.
Hey, the Lord gonna give us that power, man. Hey, David leaped over walls, man.
God.
Hey, Samson took the jawbone of an ass. He took the bone of a dead animal and killed 1,000 men, man.
That's some raw ass shit, man.
1,000 men. Could you picture a man just picking up some shit off the ground and killing 1,000 warriors? Hey, and the Philistines was great warriors, man.
He didn't kill guys who were just normal guys. He killed guys whose business was fighting. All right, men who had been trained. All right, and he killed them all.
Hey, and then if you think about it, whoever picked up a jawbone and fight with a jawbone, that's not a weapon. But Samson was slaying, man.
See, he was knocking their ass unconscious with that jawbone. Boom.
He was a mighty man.
I'm sure he's breaking bones.
With a lot of holes.
You know? He was breaking bones with bones. Con.
First John 3:2. Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, We shall be like him, but we shall see him as he is, man.
Ooh.
And Yahweh Shai said he gonna meet you as a man.
He gonna meet you, and he gonna look like us, all right? And for the record, in Troy, there wasn't one white person in that battle
At all.
at all. All those people were people of color, man. All right, they were all people of color, man. That was the sons of Japhet, all right, and it was a few Israelites that was in that, but those were Japhites going at each other, man, for the most part. Brown complected people, and so Esau loves to put his face in everything. He was the Trojans, he was the Spartans, he was the Egyptians, he was the Jews,
He's us.
he's the Brits, he's the Scots, and he ain't none of them. He wasn't none of them, man. All right? Bring it out, brother. We gonna shut it. I'm about to shut it down.
Everybody except for him.
Everybody except Esau.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee a strength, a fugitive, and a vagabond thou shalt be in the earth. And Esau, it goes Esau want to beat everybody, you know? You know, this world ain't, this earth ain't dealing with him, you know? Look what he did to it, you know?
Oh, damn, that water ran a dude off.
The motherfucking sun don't deal with Esau.
Hey, the sun don't deal with Esau. The elements don't deal with Esau, you know? And it goes to him want to beat everybody, just like what the elder was going into, you know? What's that movie you talking about?
The Korean flick?
Korean movie. Not the Korean movie.
Trojan.
Trojan. It goes to him want to be everybody. It just number niggas in that movie. Realistic, you know? In history, it's realistic, you know? It was niggas, not Edomites.
The artifacts from that time period and the artifacts from that place are all people of color. There was no, as a matter of fact, the so-called white man, the Esau, Edom, didn't come, where all them battles took place in Troy and all them battles that happened in that movie, Esau didn't get dominion over Greece until 333 years after that battle. All right, that's when Alexander took it down. That's when the so-called white people got dominion over that part of the world, man. Prior to that, that was Japhet fighting each other, man. All right. Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Chakodash.
Wa Abba-Ba-Ba.
Abba-Ba-Ba.
Break that down wrong?
First the X.
Badass feeling. Yeah, I was trying to say that the character talking about. I'm trying to. At this point, got to call the elders. I've been on half 300 years out. Oh, yeah. I mean, you like the character talking about. Which one? Dragon Ball Z.